You've had a look at the bracket. The Mavericks headed to the West Regional, Loveland, Colorado, going to face Quinnipiac in the first round. Congratulations again on having your squad, you and your squad heading to the 2021 NCAA Regional Tournament. Your thoughts on having a look at the bracket after first blush?
Well, it's still pretty fresh. We're just going to get on our business about trying to get as much digested as we can here in a short period of time for preparation for a very much accomplished team like Quinnipiac. So right now it's just about, I think we've got a Zoom here in about an hour with all the participants, their head coaches, ADs, and the NCAA to get ready for the tournament. And we're excited about it.
Travel plans, it's Saturday, Sunday, a regional tournament. What day do you expect the Mavericks will travel?
It looks like we'll be leaving on Wednesday, and so, again, I think a lot of the details will be hammered out here in about an hour as far as travel when we get there. One thing, it's not our first regional. So we do understand that there's some travel and some, adjustments that have to, and especially in the COVID era that we are right now, we're going to have to get there, get our tests in, and then get after it after the practice rink for a day, and then right to competition.
There's for those of you joining us on this Zoom call, please use the chat feature to ask your questions here. As we take one right here, what do you know about Quinnipiac, and what will go into your preparation for them?
Well, I think right away, if you're watching the selection show at all, like we were, there's some guys that jump off the paper. Their goaltender, who's up for a national award. You've got Odin Tufto, who's, close to 50 points in a shortened season. It doesn't take long for him to jump off videotape, and he's a guy that really seems to be the individual that makes them go. But they're not a one-trick pony. They're as sound defensively as you're going to find in college hockey. They've done that. Their coach and their team has been in this situation before and had success. So, our focus is going to be on our preparation for what we've got to get ready for and what we'll be able to see, and then get in there and do what we can, try and travel safe, get in there healthy, and have an opportunity to move our program.
Pretty cool that the WCHA is a 3-bid league this time around, with Bemidji State and Lake Superior State also getting in.
Very well deserved. Congratulations to Lake State. Congratulations to Bemidji State. Very well deserving teams that have had success throughout the regular season in the WCHA. I think our league this year was an incredible grind. And those are two teams that I think are not only going to represent themselves and their universities, but the WCHA in very fine fashion. And I look forward to cheering those guys on when we're not playing.
With the team being eliminated from the NCAA men's basketball tournament due to COVID-19, do you believe that there will be any added precautions related to the NCAA tournament?
Oh, we'll just have to be following protocol, just like we have been here over, really from the beginning of the year. And what I mean by that is when the calendar turned and we got into the regular season, it was no longer non-conference games, even though we were playing conference opponents. You were worried about stringing together weekends, let alone a second half. And knock on wood, the guys have done a great job up until this point and minding their P's and Q's away from the rink and making sure that their bubble's been very tight. And it's going to be no different at the NCAA tournament, probably even a bit tighter, just because we've got multiple teams in an area where there's a lot of people around. So we're going to follow our protocol, just like we have been, lean on our leadership group, which has been a rock for us from the beginning to where we're at today, and continue to do that throughout the tournament.
A couple of things I was thinking as you were talking there, Mike, about the familiarity we have with going to regional tournaments. We played in regional tournaments. This year was obviously different because of COVID-19, but we didn't play anybody outside the WCHA this year. We will when we head to Loveland. It's the first time facing Quinnipiac. We haven't faced them before in the history of our program. So there are some things relatively new for us here, especially in this COVID era, as it will be for everybody as we head to the West Regional, right?
Well, everything's new from this standpoint. We're going to have 2 days, I think, of protocol while we're there, where we have to have 2 clean tests, which I think our first one's on Wednesday, then Thursday, before we even get an opportunity to go practice. So again, everybody's in the same boat. So it's one about making sure that our preparation is going to be what it needs to be while we're here. travel safely, get there, and then have our preparation on that Friday for Saturday start. So the road's in front of us, and it's a road that we're excited about being on right now.
What's the mood and tone of the locker room given the last series of games and opportunity to win a championship ahead?
Oh, we're excited. Everybody's excited. I think anybody that gets into this tournament is excited about what their opportunities are, because they've shown, multiple times over the last 10 years where you see a team that gets in late wins it. The idea is getting there and then having an opportunity to compete for a championship. And that's what everybody has right now. We're excited about our opportunity against Quinnipiac and look forward to it.
For the first time, all 5 Minnesota teams have made the NCAA tournament in the same year. What does this say about college hockey in our state?
I think it says a lot. When you're looking at 5 of the 16 teams that are playing in this tournament being within our border, very happy for the group, because I consider every one of those head coaches a very good friend of mine. Wish them all the best. And hopefully we can all go and represent the state of Minnesota the way we want to.